Hello, world, and welcome to Code or Not to Code. I'm Mili Eva, and I'm very happy to be here today. And as always, I'm here with Stefan. How are you doing?
I'm doing better than I was doing last couple of days. But yeah, I've
Very
been looking
good.
forward to this quite a bit.
Yes, same here. Oh my goodness. If you're new to this show, the two of us meet every other week and code together and learn something together about coding, about Roslyn, about the English language. Sometimes everything kind of has a place in here. Actually, this all started because I wanted to learn how to code, and I thought, what better way than to do it like live on a stream? Um, and yeah, and I actually do think I've learned something completely new every single time, and we don't want to this episode is not going to be any exception. We're going to again have the pleasure of learning about Roslyn, anything Roslyn components and multi-targeting from Stefan, who's quite a bit more knowledgeable at this stuff than many other people are, and especially me. So thank you so much for giving us another insight as well today. Thank you also for everybody joining in. If you haven't already, if you're hello, Eric. Welcome. If you haven't already, please do give us a follow on any of your preferred social media channels. Just because we do have kind of not super regular days where we sort of stream you, so you would want to give us a follow so you don't miss a single episode. And always, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or ideas for like upcoming episodes, you can also reach out and let us know. We always love to hear from you. Amazing. And now, without any further ado, let's jump right into our trivia section. What have you got for us today, Stefan?
When it comes to versioning on, I think both NuGet, but also I think Visual Studio, when it comes to Visual Studio extension, has a similar versioning scheme. Did you know that when using brackets means for version ranges means inclusive, and having parentheses means exclusive?
I did not know that. So basically, if I want to have I want to do I want to target like multiple versions, and I can have wait, the angle brackets mean if I have version A and B, it's wait, let's actually have actual version names. That makes it a lot easier. So with angle brackets version 1 plus 1 1.0.0. See, English lessons as well. Every single time there's something new. So that would mean version 1.0.0 and no, and 2.
Oh, no. So this is a range.
Oh,
So it needs to be,
from
yeah. It's a from and to.
1 to 2.
Yes, and that's
Okay.
inclusive. So it's actually 1.0.0 is allowed, 1.1.0 is allowed, 1.900.500 is allowed, 2.0.0 is
2.0
allowed, but 2.0.1 is no longer
is
allowed.
not
That's now
allowed.
outside of the range. Yes.
Computer says no.
And
Yes.
NuGet will say no, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if we have the same with with parentheses,
Oh god. Yeah.
now that means exclusive.
Exclusive. So from 1.0.1 to
Mhm.
1.9.9.
Well, I think
No.
I'm not.
What is
I'm
it?
actually not sure. I'm actually not sure what each component is. If this is maybe a short or if this is even an integer. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So 1.99999.99999 kind of a thing.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Um,
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. Yeah.
but you can also combine. You could say, hey, I want to be from inclusive 1.0.0 to exclusive 2.0 round closing parentheses. Now this basically means any 1.x point x. But if we
Oh.
have 2 point something, not
Yeah.
allowed. If we have 0 point something, you can also have 0 point, not allowed. So this is how you could
Interesting.
this is how
That's
you
so
could
funny.
limit your ranges, because actually when you do have a package, we have this package reference package. Oh, actually, let's go to actually source code.
Yeah.
I think, well, we played around a little. I have not reverted that. I'm going to repeat Control C. Yes. So if we have, there is no package here. There's a package here. So if we actually say package reference and say version 4.3.3, what it actually means is, I need to think, 4.3.0 brace. I think that's an around brace, which basically means at least 4.3.0, but anything higher goes.
That's so funny.
Because what we could have, well, if we had actually, do we have this in our, well, we don't have this in this setup, but if we had project A, we have project A and project B, and project B depends on project A.
Yeah.
Project A consumes package C or requires package C in version 1.0.0, and package B requires it package C in 1.1.0. Now this would work because, well, we built package B. Package B requires 1.1.0. We built a dependency package A, requires 1.0.0. 1.1.0 is resolved because there's also some proximity because we built project B. I think there's a closest win kind of a situation. So it's this version winning. 1.1.0 wins over 1.0.0. But project A will build successfully because we basically have here a situation of at least 1.0.0, but anything higher is allowed.
Wow.
If we would instead say for project A, if project A was depending on project C in, let's say, an exact match. So we could say, how does the exact match work? I think is that just brackets? No, I'm not sure. I think it's just brackets, 1.0.0 brackets, like so. Because, well, we don't have a comma, so there is no range. And this means it must be exactly 1.0.0. I think actually doing something like 1.0.0 with round parentheses is not allowed because this would be exclusive, but you can't have an exclusive non-range exact version. This is, I think, invalid. And if we would build this now, again, version
Or does it
C
then
would
say anything but this?
No, this would mean this would mean
anything but
nothing actually. Nothing is allowed.
Oh, nothing is allowed.
Nothing is
Go
allowed.
home.
Yeah.
Good night.
Not allowed. And if we would build B now, well, again, the C here is closer, so 1.1.0 wins. But when we now build the dependency A, which is requiring exactly 1.0.0, I think this will now create an error saying, hey, version mismatch, 1.1.0 was requested, but it's not within the range, within the allowed range here, and so we fail. And this is how you could define your ranges if you have a project where you know, because maybe in version 2 of this package C, there was a breaking change, and you know your package A doesn't work with it anymore, you could specify the range. Then if some other dependency that has A as transitive dependency now would request a higher version, we get a build failure at build time rather than later on runtime because we know there was a breaking change that won't work anymore.
Got it.
And there is a NuGet, there is a documentation site that explains all of this. Let's see if I haven't lied actually. Because, for example, there it says that
invalid.
So this is just invalid because it means exact match, but exclusive. Yeah, what's that? And we can, with comma, we have our ranges with the brackets being inclusive and the parentheses being exclusive. And and actually, when you just say 1.0.1, it basically means the same as if you wrote opening bracket. So being anything from inclusive 1.0, anything up. So 0 point something would not be allowed, but everything else goes.
Got it. That's so good to know, though, because if I saw that in the pull request, I would be like, oh, that's a typo. you know, I would totally comment on it and then look like an idiot. So it's good to know. Again, already learned something.
What a lot of folks ended up with, I don't want to mention the package, but with open source packages, at some point, it's just a lot of people are consuming it and having demands on it and requesting it and having feature requests. But it's just one developer and run out of time, and it's also a lot of effort they put in. So some open source projects choose to have a commercial license for when a commercial company is using them. And some people seem to get aggravated by needing to pay for a good product. In software, I guess we all want everything for free, even the companies that make a lot of open source without contributing to open source. Anyway, that's a different story. Just laying out the technical facts.
That's a bit of a rabbit hole.
If there is a license, it's a rambling. If there is a license change, then some folks end up using this exclusive maximum bound to not go to this other version that have a license that they don't quite agree with.
Got it.
Stuart is here.
Hi, Stuart. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining. That's so cool that you're here. I love it when there's a lot of like regulars. Then I always feel like I can't mess up too badly because you'll help me out.
Oh yes, I think it was actually referring to the fluent assertions. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean. The FA test.
The faintest idea.
I didn't. Oh my God, I'm such a fool. Now I get it. Oh no,
it was a good pun.
Oh no, I totally ran into that. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh well. So now that we all know what we're talking about, lovely.
I ran into that.
Right.
Okay. Well, off to a good start. What should
off to a good start? Yeah, exactly. Only uphill from now on. Yeah, actually, where did we leave off last? Is that a sentence?
I think we had a state
What
that
was the
didn't
last
quite
thing?
work.
Yeah.
So
no, I remember that.
So what we want to do is we have an analyzer project.
Yep.
The analyzer itself may be multi-targeted for reason because, well, .NET Standard, I think the reason here is .NET Standard does not have any nullable annotations. Actually, we should say nullable enable to highlight that. Net Standard 2.0 doesn't have nullable annotations, but Net Standard 9.0 has. Or I think this with .NET Standard 2.1 and .NET Core 3.1 something. The BCL got more and more null annotated, but not as Standard 2.0 is not null annotated. But we need .NET Standard 2.0 for any analyzer component, for any Roslyn component to work, because currently Roslyn components must be net standard because, well, we don't know where our Roslyn host will be running in. Since Roslyn is just a library, it could be hosted by Rider, which I think is backed by .NET Core backend. So this could work in a .NET Core application. If you do the .NET SDK, that's also .NET Core. But what about Visual Studio? Visual Studio is still .NET Framework. And the most common denominator, least common denominator? My math is bad. The common denominator is Net Standard 2.0. So to ensure that it runs under any host. And yeah, so we definitely need to build for Net Standard 2.0, but still want to work under scenarios where there may be multi-targeting for the nullable annotations. And then we would like to, if we do want to, because what we saw last episode is when you do multi-targeting, or when you need to put your analyzers or your source generators, if you want to pack this in a NuGet package, it must be in the NuGet package in an analyzers directory, .NET/CS or Visual Basic, depending if it's a C# analyzer or Visual Basic analyzer. So if you had a C# project consuming the analyzer, then .CS would be /CS would be selected. If you have a Visual Basic project, then /VB would be selected. And then our analyzer DLL, whatever our DLL that contains the analyzers or code fix providers or source generators must be then in there. But what about multi-targeting? Because we also discovered that depending on this version, that's the minimum version of the SDK that we need. And if we were targeting the latest version of Roslyn, which I think is 4.14 point something, you now need the latest version of the .NET SDK, which is 9.0.300 something. Are we already 400? I'm not certain. Mixing up all the versions. But you would need the latest .NET SDK.
Yeah.
What if some users still have the .NET 8 SDK? We now basically would need to switch to a lower version. I'm not sure. I'm now making up some number. I think actually, let's go to the NuGet package site and see the compatibility page. If we go to any Roslyn package, so that's Microsoft.codeanalysis.anything, there is a README that shows these versions and the compatibility. So, okay, so if we were using Roslyn 4.13, we would need the .NET. So that's the .NET 9.0.200 SDK. And for 4.14, we will be needing the 9.0.300 SDK. If we want to support, let's say, the latest .NET 8 SDK, so that's .NET 8.0.400 something, we can use version 4.11. And so on. So if we already are source generators, I think in 4.13 or 4.12, some new features for source generators were added. Well, we need this version, but what if our users, we also want to support users that have still the .NET 8 SDK, which is still supported, and the .NET SDK, I think, is actually supported longer than the .NET 9 SDK, since 8 is an LTS, long-term supported, and the .NET 9 is a STS, well, I think they call it now standard term or short term supported.
Okay.
So if you want to have basically, like with .NET multi-targeting, if you want to have both, folks that are or projects that are on the latest version get the latest features, and projects that are still on an older version should get all the features that are available, but not all of the features. And this is now where Roslyn multi-targeting comes in, where we now should be able to have something like, instead of analyzer slash .NET slash C# or Visual Basic slash MyDLL. We now want to put it into analyzer slash .NET slash Roslyn. Now the version of the Roslyn version, but not the 3-digit version, not the full semantic version, only the major and the minor, for example, 4.11 slash CS. And we can also then add our analyzer slash .NET slash Roslyn 3.9 slash CS, whatever, and achieve multi-targeting like such. And this is, now we want to build a target that supports that or facilitates that workflow, because, building that manually is, we realize, not that straightforward. You Salty Devil is here.
Hello, welcome.
And we got last time so far S2 when we now, do I have this open? Yes. .NET Pack, doing verbose diagnostics on, we will, get a bunch of output. And so this is basically what we try to discover. We try to find of the analyzer projects, then determine the versions the user has selected. So those are the actual NuGet versions, for example, 4.11.0 and 4.3.1. Those are the respective NuGet versions. Then we want to extract just the major and the minor, and then get this path out of it, Roslyn 4.11 and Roslyn 4.3, where we then put those directories into. And then, try to build that project and then pack it in that package. And I think somewhere along the line, we made a mistake, because how far we got is actually this Roslyn versions that the user can define in their project. For example, in our package project, we say, okay, this is our analyzer project. We mark it as pack analyzers as true. Actually, I was thinking about changing this, instead of a project reference, have a separate, maybe like an analyzer reference. Maybe have a separate project for it. something that we could consider. Here are the two Roslyn versions you want to multi-target, and we could just add more, 4.14.0. But let's go with those two for now, and then build that project respectively 2 times with this Roslyn version, but both in .NET Standard 2.0, and then put it in that NuGet package. And for that, we build a target that gets executed when this new spec is created. Well, we took a look at the MS build, at the bin log output to see where do we need to hook into the MS build pipeline when we actually do a .NET pack, so that we are at the right time. And yeah, then we do a lot of messages and print the information that we find. We extract out of these Roslyn versions, we split it by the semicolon. AI helped us there a lot last time.
Yep.
Find out the major minor version and also then create this Roslyn major minor path. Then we invoke the MS build task where we actually now build this project. And we want to pass the Roslyn version property so that we override the NuGet version, of course, .NET Standard 2.0. We also set some output path. I think this was AI generated. I think there is something not working right here. We need to go back to that. Then again, do some evaluation of the output path because we want to because we now get, since we set the output directory to this package path, this is now somewhere in bin, not sure, .NET Standard, I'm not making something up, but it's something similar, .NET Standard 2.0, Roslyn 4.3 / analyzers.dll, something like so. So we want to find these DLLs with that path and then move that into the NuGet package, which we then do down here. And I think here is our first problem. So we then say pack true and use this Roslyn version. I think there is already a problem. If we run this, I'm opening my browser and taking a peek. Well, we already run this, taking the NuGet package that gets generated. Well, we see only the library is included. There is no analyzer actually included. So this pack does not work as expected. And I did have a look at we had an episode with Martin Ulrich, who was showing us all the insights of MS Build. And he mentioned batching. And that's done via the percent and not the add, because an add, well, $1 is referring to a property, an add is referring to an item group, and the percent is actually doing batching in item groups. So we need to do something with a percent here, but also we need to use the right path. So this is also wrong. I see we have Thorsten training here.
Hello, welcome. Is that the same image as last time, though?
Yes, I think it was still in the.
It is.
But it's getting. I think it just needs baking now, right?
I think it's already in a good shape.
Not too long though. Okay, cool. Yeah, and this is where we got, and now let's go from here.
All right.
We do a lot of logging, and I think somewhere along the line we do set the where's that? I think so here, what we do here is we first build the project, and then we get an output, this analyzer project build output. So this is where those projects have been built to, if this makes sense. So where is the output? Where are the DLLs? So out of this analyzers project build output, there is, what's that? I think is this metadata. Is that a function? Not sure how this is actually called. We can get the directory name, which in our case should be just this Roslyn 4.3 where those DLLs are, or one DLL in our case, could be more DLLs included. And then we do some outputs here. So let's take a peek at these again, because I think those are somewhere where we want to go. So we do get those Roslyn versions directory. Here are the directory names. These seem to be, so this seems to be the output where those DLLs are. And then we also have, well, the same version again, but with a star.dll. So basically including all the DLLs from that directory. So I think that's the file. So I guess what we want to change to is, so instead of the add, we want to do the batching, and then say dot those files, because they are like, include all the DLLs in this directory. And then we need to set the correct package path. I wonder if this is set correctly. We have, what's that? Roslyn version. No, that's not correct, because that doesn't include the entire directory. So I guess we need another, this would be the package path. And the package path needs to be, now I need to find that issue again, because I'm not certain about the path. Let me briefly check my history of it. Actually, I think we have and made some notes here. Do we have I think is it this? No. No, I don't have the link there. I think that was a blog post from Andrew, I forgot the name. Roslyn multi-targeting. Not this one. Andrew log, yes, I think that's this one. And this links to the GitHub issue. That is it? Support multiple. Yes. No, wait a second. Sorry, wrong blog post. This one, yes. Where it should be, yes, this is the thing that we need. Okay, so that's the output. We also need to support the language. We also need to allow a switch. Is this a Visual Basic or a C# component? Not sure if we. Yeah, I think this also needs to be user supplied, because you could write a Visual Basic analyzer in C# and you can write a C# analyzer in Visual Basic.
Okay.
Because it's just .NET code that runs.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Well, if I only know Visual Basic, I could write my C# analyzers in the language I know, or vice versa. Well, if we were write a Visual Basic analyzer, we guess we wouldn't write it in Visual Basic, but in C#, because we know C# better than Visual Basic.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a challenge maybe for, like, I don't know, when we want to challenge ourselves.
Yeah. So we need to allow this somehow. So let's assume C# for now. Let's get rid of these brackets and.
Or we could have
wait a second.
Knows it. So if you're watching and you're really good at Visual Basic, let us know and we'll build an analyzer with you.
It's been a while since I wrote Visual Basic the last time.
I've never written it. Have I? No, right?
Not sure.
If we've not done it, so. Then
no, we haven't.
Then no.
Okay, and here we need the Roslyn version. Did we see that in the output? This one, Roslyn version. There it is.
Yep.
So we should be able to. Oh, can we say? No, I don't think that this is. Maybe we need just copy this and put this in here. And this may work. Well, considering Visual Basic, yeah. Is this? Well, I guess there's significantly more C# than Visual Basic these days. I think the .NET team still tries to make, if there is newest, still tries to make Visual Basic work. For example, if there is a new C# feature or a new .NET feature,
it still doesn't work.
Still, no, that it still works.
I know. Yeah,
but they won't be adding new features. And then use that package path. And I'm wondering if this may be doing the trick already.
All
Oops,
right.
that's the tests that are failing.
We'll come to those later.
Oh, yeah. Okay, something was created. And let's take a peek at the output. Oh, no, it's just a slip. That's schlecht. Wondering if something is so maybe the output path for something is wrong because we do use the files here, and we wait a second, is that the wrong? Oh, that's the wrong. I was using the analyzer build directories actually from the analyzers project. I was using the wrong item group here. Maybe that was the problem. I hope that was the problem. Ooh.
Nice.
Can I? Oh yeah, I actually can zoom into everything a little bit. And there is .NET, and there is Roslyn, and there is CS. That looks cool. And if we click Roslyn 4.3, because that's actually the cool thing about the NuGet Package Explorer. Well, you see information about the package, but you can also see the dependencies. Like, here now our analyzers is actually referencing Roslyn 4.3.0. And 4.11 is referencing 4.3.0 as well. Okay, so although we now do multi-targeting, we don't really apply the version just yet. It seems to be always 4.3.0.
Yeah, so the folders are kind of working, but didn't we because when you were clicking through, when you were showing the stuff, didn't we hard code versions as well? Because I know that do you know what I mean?
Oh, in the analyzer. Yes, indeed. The analyzer project that we built where we, good call, because where is it, the targets? We actually do an MS build where we inject the Roslyn version property. Yeah, but we don't, that's Roslyn version property. We don't use that version Roslyn property anywhere. So yes, so we should, for the version, now actually use that what gets injected.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Which now may be a problem because per default, we already see that doesn't work because, well, we can't build it now individually anymore.
Oh.
Because Roslyn version is, well, if we just build the project, Roslyn version isn't set. So it's empty, and now we try to restore version empty. That's not a NuGet version. So that's not restorable, so everything fails. I suppose what we could do is assuming a bit of a default and saying if basically, well, we could again set the Roslyn version just hard-coded, 3.0. But again, now I think we would hard-code it.
Yeah.
I think the problem now is even if we set it from the outside, well, yes, we set it from the outside, but then this project runs and we override it here.
Yeah.
So I guess what we need to do is we need to have a condition to say if the Roslyn version is empty, then then assume 4.3.0 is default. But if it's not empty, that means it's set from the outside,
Yeah.
and do not override it. I hope.
Okay.
And this now should be more promising. If we build that, go to our package that just was created, analyzers.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes.
Oh,
Oops.
what did I do now?
What did you do?
Can you do? Oh, you can drag and drop
Control-C.
stuff around with.
Oh no!
I didn't know that. Okay, am I messing? I didn't know that you can do that. Cool. With Shift, this is intended. Did I now mess up the? Oh, I can actually. I didn't know that you can change the package with the immediate package explorer.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, interesting.
So 4.3 is 4.3, but 4.11 is still
It's still
4.3.
4.3.
Maybe let's take a peek at the output. So there's the package. Because when we pack, then we are in our package, I think here. No, is it? No, wait a second. It's actually the analyzers that we built. That's standard. Wait a second. I'm wondering where's the build output actually? Where's those Roslyn directories that we see? They are not here. They are somewhere else. That seems to be a problem with the output, that this output path is bad. Because I'm wondering, oh, there is something.
Ooh.
Oh, here is our output. It seems. No, that's some global usings. Where's our output? I don't know. Let's remove that. Okay, I don't know where the output is, but I think there's a problem here. Oops. A problem here. There is I think we have that link somewhere, a page that describes, is it this one? The well-known metadata. No, that's metadata. Something with properties. Oops. Is it targets, item functions, property functions? No, I don't think we have the link here. Let's build. That's the page I was looking for. Well-known and reserved properties. So there is, what we're currently using is in the output. Now, what are we using?
Output.
We're using output path.
Oh, path.
Oh, it's not the page. I thought this was, oh, this is not the page I was looking for, is it? I misspelled. No, that's not the page I was looking for.
No.
That's the page. Here we go. Output path, yeah. Oh yeah, there's two different paths. There is the output path, which I think is basically the bin.
Yep.
There's an intermediate output path, which I think is per default the obj. And then there is also a base version of each as well. And I'm not sure. I suppose, well, maybe we need to set kind of both. Maybe we need to set, yeah, I think this, well, this was generated. I think there is something off here. I'm wondering what the tuple the default value is. So maybe if we set the output path to just Roslyn, but the intermediate output path as well. Without the base. Oops, I have two equal signs. Maybe this puts this somewhere where we would expect, or where we can find it. This doesn't work. Maybe just one. Maybe just the output path. Oops. No.
Oops.
Okay.
But
well, yeah.
What are the errors? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a good idea to take a closer peek at these. Duplicate system reflection, information attributes. Okay, we actually do see the output now. So that's our project build analyzers, Roslyn. Oh, it's also, this is not in our artifacts directory. Maybe that's the problem, because I was hoping this to be, oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
So this is in our artifact. This is in artifacts obj, build analyze release, net standard. But here is no Roslyn soup path now. Is there something wrong with the, what's this? Roslyn version info package path. This should be, let's take a look what this is. Because we do all the output. Roslyn version info package path. Okay, those are those Roslyn 4.11 and Roslyn 4.3. Okay, there is something not good here. Maybe if we go back to what we had earlier. Oops. What are the paths then? I guess what we're looking for is the actual output. So this would be analyzers project build outputs and then taking a peek at these. Oh, why does it fail again? What we had earlier. This is what we had earlier.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, did we maybe mess up our build output or something? It puts them again here. Oh, because I think that's the problem. When playing around, we place this in here, and now there is another assembly info. And now we set the attributes twice.
But how did we place it in there?
I think by playing around with these versions here and having a mistake there.
Oh.
So I guess what we had caused the problem. So when we remove these and restoring what we had earlier, now this should hopefully work again.
Yay! Perfect.
And what were we looking for? We were looking for analyzer project build output. Analyzer project build
info
output.
But where's there's
And okay, so they are in artifacts obj.
Yep.
Artifacts obj. Test package. Roslyn. Okay. And Roslyn. I think there's also a way we can take a peek at these. There is the. Does this help? There is. I think I have this somewhere. The JetBrains toolbox also has a opening up an assembly explorer. I am searching that one. Is that .NET Peak, I think? So I'm starting that one up so that you can explore those DLLs. In the meantime, while this starts up, Eric is suggesting if we change the output paths, remove all the old ones. It's basically what we did now. Or do you mean in MS?
I guess, yeah, we have to. Oh, yeah. Definitely have to clean up before we try anything.
So if you pull in this DLL, does it show the dependencies? I'm wondering. References? Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, but that's again a problem. Okay, so it doesn't work yet because I took the Roslyn 411, but it's still
Yeah.
having 4.3.3.
No. Okay.
Okay, so there's something wrong with the output paths. Yeah, I'm totally uncertain. We need to play.
Yeah.
Not sure what to put there actually. Is the output path. So if you say the output path to base intermediate output path. But why do we say the output path to base intermediate output path? That's kind of weird. Shouldn't it be like base output
Base
path?
output path.
And maybe if we do the intermediate one as well, if we set the intermediate output path to the base intermediate output path, but I'm totally guessing here. Does this exist? Yes, it does. Totally guessing here though. Let's see what will happen.
Did we clean up everything?
Not sure if I did. I don't think so, but at least it succeeded.
Yeah.
And there is a package.
Yeah.
But maybe let's take a peek at the outputs. Where are those outputs now? There's a build project outputs. There's a build project outputs. So they are now in artifacts bin.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's navigate to artifacts bin test package. Yes, there is a Roslyn. I'm now loading the 4.3 version of it. That has reference 4.3, yes. And if we load the 4.11 version of it, damn it. Damn it.
Come on.
4 point.
Can we debug this somehow? No, right? How do we? No.
Well,
Because
if
it's
we
like it's a
should.
bit. Because I feel like we try so many things and don't see any change.
Maybe in the analyzers, we could
Yeah.
set also a target. Because when we build the project, so this list, debug, whatever, and we run this before the build target, and we print a message that shows this Roslyn version. Maybe this is always 3.4. Analyzer Roslyn version is Roslyn version importance high. Let's see if this works, and we find this in the output actually. Does it say analyzer? No. Oh, there it is. Analyzer Roslyn version 4.3. Analyzer Roslyn version 4.3. So it gets built twice with 4.3 actually. Okay, so it's not a problem with the output paths.
Okay.
Could this be a problem? Oh yeah, I hope not. That basically the first one wins, and then the second one, this would
doesn't
be
overwrite it.
discouraging. Right. Because
no.
How would you fix that? Unless
is there like an update or like I don't know.
What I can imagine,
we like force it to update is kind of what I'm saying.
What I can imagine is here again we have an at and not a percent. So again we do so, but I think this is actually supported by the MS build task.
Yep.
The MS build task allows projects. Yeah, this is like an array. So this add will work. So we can build multiple projects and build them in parallel and such. But what if for this MS build we would also use batching? So because currently this is invoking MS build just once.
Yeah.
With those many projects. What if we also do
Yep. Let's try.
Here?
Let's do
But
it.
wait a second. Actually, well, we do have a percent here. This should actually do the batching, shouldn't it? Boah, I'm not certain. Let's just give it a try.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't work now. Does not define a value for metadata analyzer projects. In order to use metadata, either qualify the specific or ensure that. Oh, I think we need to use the identity at least. So
The identity.
like here, yeah, something like here. I think there is this. This documented somewhere. This one, I think we should have in that list of links because we took a look at this last time. Is this property functions or is it item functions? Maybe item functions. Could also be property functions. It is property functions. It is not property functions.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, there it is. Just dot identity.
Okay.
I have too many tabs. This one. Dot identity. Does this make a difference?
Yeah.
Seems it does. Let's see what we get in the output. We get 4.3 and 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay, but okay. And where does it get the 4.3 from again? From checking, is it empty? And then we set it and hard code it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah, but we.
Or where do we get it from?
Well, in the analyzers project, yeah, we say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the first one wins. So the first one comes along, sets it, and then in that process, it's now already set. But we can't override it because, yeah, it's already set. So, but wait a second, we're setting it from the outside. Isn't the outside one overriding? Should be.
It should be.
That's concerning.
But where are we setting it from the outside?
Well, I was hoping.
Where's this variable coming from?
Oh, maybe the variable is bad. Oh, that's a good point. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Here, because we do set then the properties for SMS build. So in the configuration, target framework net standard, and then set Roslyn version to this Roslyn version info.identity. And maybe that's bad. What's Roslyn version info.identity? We actually listed here. So we should have that in the output. Roslyn version info.identity.
Identity. Yeah, but it's right.
So that actually looks good, yeah. Also, wait a second. We actually, maybe this, there is something wrong here.
Okay. What is it?
Because when we don't set we actually set 4.11 and 4.3.1. We don't set 4.3.0. The 4.3.0, maybe let's make it more apparent. Let's use 4.0 or 4.1.0 here. That's like the default.
Okay.
What happens if we remove that actually? Let's remove that. Can we? Oh, I think, do I know? Maybe I know. I think because now I'm setting to 4.1.0.
Yeah.
If we now build it, we now get twice, where is it, 4.01. So we actually do apply this version, not the one that we try to overwrite. Maybe, I'm guessing. The problem is that in our test package, we consume this as a project reference. So we consume this as a project reference. That means that it's actually loading the project, building the project as a dependency, and I think setting, seeing that this is not set, so setting this default, but now it's set. And now we can't, but we should be able to override it. That's what's concerning.
Yeah.
But maybe this other approach works. Well, if we don't use the project reference, what if we use our own reference? Maybe that works.
Okay.
If we, instead of a project reference, let's have our own reference, analyzer reference. So we don't need this anymore. We don't need private assets as well. It's just our own analyzer reference. Maybe also something with pack, because it's about packing, analyzer pack reference. And now we could maybe rewrite our target to not find these, but actually include in analyzer projects, well, basically all analyzer references. Would this just work? Oh no, now it's all 0. No, it doesn't. Would have been too easy.
All right. But it was a good,
But why
good
not?
shout.
Wait a second. We find 2 project. Wait, why do we find 2 project references? We only have
1.
Oh, did I not save? We only have 1 project reference.
Oh yeah, did you save? We already had that in a previous episode.
Yeah, I think
We
I
were
kind of
bugging.
rage save 7 times all the time, so it should be.
Rage save.
Rage
Nice.
save. No,
Yeah,
okay. So there's some problem here. We
Yeah.
find, okay, no, actually there we go. We find one, no, now it looks right. Maybe I didn't save. We find 1 project reference. We find 1 analyzer reference. That's the analyzer. Good.
Mm-hmm.
We find those Roslyn versions. We then analyze a project build, but then nothing gets built. So is there something wrong with the analyzer projects.identity? Analyzer projects, yeah. Do we need to go back to an add here now? Oops. Oh, MS build. Okay, now something is happening. Okay, we get 2 project build outputs.
Yep.
4, 7. Okay, so that looks good again. What about the? Okay, but now it doesn't say the. Now it doesn't say the Roslyn version anymore. So is it now not built?
Okay.
I'm running out of ideas. Let's take a look at the package.
Yep.
It's 4.1 all the time.
No.
But I'm not sure if it's actually a new package version. Yes, it is.
Okay.
But now
but maybe we just then don't know how to overwrite stuff. Maybe we just need to figure that out. Maybe there's like a special, I don't know, thingy you have to do. Because like, what's the process? How often do we? I don't know.
We're hoping to build, so with MS Build, we're trying to build the project.
Yeah.
Wise. With this Roslyn version set.
Yeah. So far, so good.
What if we remove this? Yeah. What if we just remove this default? I mean, now we can't build a project standalone. But we don't have a project reference. We just have some reference. If we now, this fails building. So the setting, okay, I think that means, does this mean that setting this Roslyn version doesn't work? Is there a typo maybe? So setting this project, maybe setting this Roslyn version doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
Where is it? This one. Maybe there's a problem here. But how to... Because Roslyn version.identity... Oh, maybe there is... Let's see. Yeah. In line 41, we try to set the MS build property Roslyn version to the specified version of each item in the oops, it already does that item group, but it seems to not set the but it actually does not set the MS build property for the project that we invoke the build target on. What do we need to do? Build property. Oh, yeah, we get some tip from Sabotage Andy. MS Build debugging is always fun. Try to use the binary logger with BL and open the logs with the MS Build structured log viewer. I guess that's the nuclear option. Let's see if we get some help here. Kind of suggests the same thing, doesn't it? You must ensure the property is not explicitly set in the child project's property group without a condition. You include this line. I believe we do. Okay. But for the property Roslyn version, in the called project to be set in MS Build properties, it must be conditional or allow override. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we... Yeah, that's the thing. We don't set that actually, so this should be... Yeah, it suggests to comment it in, but this is what we had earlier.
Thank you so much. That's very helpful.
Yeah, that's exactly what we have. Okay, it's been locked down.
Yep.
.NET pack. Is it /BL or is it dash? I always forget. Oh, there it is, yeah. We need... Okay. Oh, we actually see the errors, but... No, wait a minute. Maybe we do one without errors. So let's bring back what the AI assistant has suggested. And let's try that again. Oh yeah, it is /BL. And cool. Okay. Now, let's zoom in a bit.
Yes, please.
What can we spot? We invoke the... Okay, cool. So we built the test. Oh yeah, we built the test. Was there a problem? Oh no, well that's... Okay, so we restore test package. We then pack the test package. Where we then have the... we should enter the target name in the search box in the top left corner. Ah, yeah. That's our target is pack analyzers. So we see that it's called more often than we expect it to be called. Oh, no, those are just the targets that are passed. So this one here, yeah. So it's actually, I think those are just, yeah. Oh, this is just configuration, I think, that we pass. And oh, more suggestions coming in. To quickly find the target you're looking for, traversing the tree. Sorry, time consuming. The last one in the real call. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So this one is our target.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is all the messages that get emitted. We then add an item to our project analyzer project. So this is actually our analyzer. So this analyzer project item group. So we have our we found our project. We then find those Roslyn versions. Cool. We also have them individually. Okay. Then we print. Okay. And then we actually do invoke MS-build twice.
Yeah.
We call MS-build with targets, build. Here are the properties. And aha, that's the thing. It actually does look like parameters, properties. So we do pass Roslyn version once for 4.11.0, and once we do pass it for 4.3.1. Ooh, the output paths are perhaps interesting. With the output paths being, well, they also look like they don't override each other. So we have the artifacts, obj, test package Roslyn 4.11, bin, test package Roslyn 4.11, likewise with the, oh, that's also, no, wait a second. Oh yeah, bin and obj, and Roslyn 4.3, 4.3, 4.11, 4.11 for these versions. So that looks all right. We also targeted standard and release, so that looks good. But those are just properties that we set. I don't seem to arrive, actually. There are some global properties. I'm not sure what the difference is. And then we do build the project.
And that's where everything goes wrong.
Let's see. Okay, there's the property again. Some entry target is built. We don't see target build. Oh yeah, I named this weirdly. I called this debug, right? This is our message. Roslyn version 4.11. So this looks good. Oh, is there a restore? Is there a restore going on? Because it's the restore that is actually, well, going to the local NuGet cache to find that package version. So maybe we have some stale output actually. And can we find within there? Because I don't see a restore here. There is some. Do you find something with restore? Maybe that's the problem. Prepare for build. Maybe we also need. The thing is, maybe that's the problem. When we do a .NET build, with a command line, maybe let's go to documentation. That's a bit more. What's übersichtlich? Browsable. When you do a .NET build per default, you also get a .NET restore implicitly. You can disable this with no restore. Likewise, for example, when I do a .NET test, you implicitly get a .NET restore. You implicitly get a .NET restore and a build, and you could disable this as well. You could say no build, no restore. So maybe when we invoke targets directly, we need to directly invoke its dependencies as well. So perhaps not just build, but also restore. Maybe.
Nice. Maybe.
And then we can check the bin output again if now something has changed. If we do spot a bit of a restore now in our pack analyzers. target. Zooming in. We call MS build twice.
Yep.
Now says restore build, and if we go in there, it now says something with restore. Yeah, restore graph entry points, like NuGet graph. That sounds nougaty. Okay. Not sure if we can actually see what packages get restored here. Oui. Just wondering if there is. Get. Okay. Well, it is in my local NuGet cache, so it may not show up, but it seems that at least we now do some restore that wasn't done earlier. Restore count. Okay. Messages. Oh, there's some messages. Okay, not sure if I can make out of anything. Anyway, what about our package now?
Yeah. Drum roll.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh, yeah. No, now it's both. Now it's both 4.3.
Oh, well.
4.3 is also 4.2. No, damn it. Well, damn it.
But it's, a new era. So one step further, baby steps. We can do this.
So we no longer get the 4.1.
Yep.
We now get the actual, but now it seems to be the order, because we do have in our list. Well, if we were to go ahead and let's say add another version before, let's say 3.11.0,
Yep.
I would now expect all of them 3.11.0, kind of an order thing. Let's see if that theory holds up. No, it doesn't build anymore. Oh yeah, because Roslyn 3.11 didn't have incremental source generators yet. 4.0. Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is what we could do with incremental, with what's it called? Multi-targeting. We could have for the 4.x's, we could use incremental generator, and for the 3.11, we could use the non-incremental source generator. And the package that gets produced now looks like, okay, now we have 3 versions. So the multi-targeting looks cool, or at least the creating folders, but now all of them have 4.0, the one that we added first. So what does this mean?
Yeah. So again sets it like once and then reuses it, I guess, right? Or maybe it even sets it like 3 times, but it doesn't look at the second. It doesn't increment. That's not what I wanted to say.
Right.
It doesn't hop to the second part. It always takes it takes it once and reuses it, or it takes it 3 times but always only uses the first one. Do you know what I mean?
Not entirely, no.
Okay, that's fun.
Use the first one. So we said it the first time.
Yeah.
But then the second and third time are not getting overwritten.
Yep. Or at least not overwritten with a different thing. Maybe it gets overwritten with the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Let's take a peek at it's verbosity debug, not debug verbosity. Do we see this? No, we don't see. What I'm not surprised is this target doesn't seem to get triggered before build.
Oh.
What about it before restore? To list this Roslyn version. No, it says something, analyzer. No, does it? No. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Wait a second. That's not also... something is off. So where's the previous build? Here. 4.4.0, 4.4.0, 11, 11, 4, 4. It kind of looks good, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, there's the space. Because for both the build and the restore, actually does get set. So it's... So even before the restore, well, we only have the before restore target, because this is really when we care about this version being set. Before the restore, we set it to 431, 411, and then, okay, that looks good. And then it says restored. Maybe there's a bit of an order issue. Maybe these are set earlier than I have here.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if this is... Can we do... There is also this pre-processed MS build. Can we do a .NET pack dash, I think PP for preprocessor, or dash PP. I forgot the syntax. File preprocessed.xml, something like that. No, unknown switch. I forgot how. There is, I think, a similar option. Or does pack not support that? Oh, no, did it work now? Ooh, yes, there it is. So I think this is now the whole MS build. Do we find C# code analysis.C# in there? No. Because I was wondering if we see what actually gets resolved.
Yeah.
But, oh, wait, yeah, this only shows the MS build of the project that we built, but not the MS build of, because we invoke targets. This is not shown. Not sure, because we indirectly call build and restore and build on other projects. Kind of running out of ideas.
Is it AI time again?
Well, if it's not suggesting the same thing again.
Yeah, we can also say, give us some possible, I don't know, give us some ideas.
What's that line? 39. Line 39. We use the MS build task to build a .NET analyzer project once per Roslyn versions specified in order to enable compiler extend multi-targeting of compiler extensions. I think that's the official name. However, well, the resulting NuGet package does include the free Roslyn versions, but each of them have a dependency to the same NuGet package. How to overwrite the Roslyn version property for each MS build, for each build. Not sure how to form this better. But when a file NuGet package is produced, the dependency in the new spec for each lib analyzer does not reflect the actual Roslyn version per group unless you explicitly wire this in. Ooh, do we need to mess with the new spec? Because there is a format. You can also, because I think this is what you did before the .NET Core. You created your own new spec file, where you specified everything that you need to pack into the package. The more modern version is to do it out of the SDK. So I'm wondering if this is something, maybe we need to generate a new spec file manually.
Okay.
That holds all of this information, because I think this is also where you can specify the dependencies. But yeah, I am then exclude. Yeah, maybe we need to build this. This is a bit of a bigger task, or a task of its own, but maybe that's the solution, yeah. But let's see. Package reference for the Roslyn package per Roslyn version, and wire the dependency. Overwrite the package reference for the Roslyn package per Roslyn version, and wire the dependency to the right group in the package output. Up to the add per build intermediate props or new spec fragments. Package reference, yes.
Yep.
Well, this is what we generate path property. No idea what that does. Additional dependencies. Skillstar project MS build pack task. You can add an additional dependencies group like this, but this requires logic that iterates over the Roslyn version info and emits the correct dependency group. Oh, yeah, the dependency group. I think that's part of the new spec. Is there an example? Dependent. Oh, they don't have an example of that. Just listing the. Oh no, something like this, yeah. And then then what we would need to create is, I think, then also a none, because we don't want to include. It's actually not a transitive dependency. We're just depending on that package, but not a NuGet dependency. If that makes sense. And okay, oh, maybe this can be done differently. Package dependency. Does this work? That would be amazing. These snippets. Oh, this is actually, those are not alternatives. Are those all steps that we need to take? Or is this, okay, the implement steps. ABC.
Oh, no.
So we need all of these. Okay, let's give it a try. So the package reference.
Yep.
In our analysis project. Wait a second, that's wrong. Analyzers project. There we go. Generate path properties. Then we need a dependency group for each build Roslyn subfolder. It's the correct. Oh yeah, so we need to do. Wait a second, but this is in the override or inject additional none with appropriate metadata. Is this? Package dependency. In the targets, we have package dependency, which is now, yeah, okay, but we don't really want to specify Microsoft. Well, let's see if it even works. And then we use Roslyn version. Let's see how far we get. Oops, not preprocess, .NET pack. I'm not too confident. Yeah. Because I've never seen these properties. I'm not sure if it's making stuff up. But maybe, yeah, maybe we need to. The thing is, I guess here's our NuGet package. Because that's just a zip file. If we extract this, we also see there is the new spec file included. And we should be able to view that. Yeah, maybe we need to emit our own new spec file. And in here, what do we see? We see that we have a dependency to tests. Okay, that's not good. Where's this coming from? Oh, that's a project reference. Okay, but that was just for testing purposes. Okay, yeah, no, that's actually expected. But there is nothing about. Wait a second. There's nothing about the NuGet. So does this even include the Roslyn? Okay, I'm not sure if this would work.
If what? No, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to create a new spec file that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's take a look at a new spec file that actually works. So if we take a peek at.
What is a new spec file again?
So the new spec file, I think what's happening is when you pack, a new spec file is created, which is then used by NuGet in order to create the NuGet package.
Okay.
So I think it's the input for the pack. And with .NET Core, I think this new spec file is kind of created on the fly. Previously, you had to create your own new spec file.
Got it.
System.text.json has source generators included. Oops, not the source repository, no, but the package explorer. Eric mentions, maybe we need to use nuke. But I wouldn't know how. Yes, we should general have nuke.
Yep.
But we still need to know how to use it.
Well, maybe we need another guest on this show who knows about nuke.
Because, for example, they do the multi-targeting right. They have here the 3.11. There is the 4.4, and down there is the 4.4.0. And you can't view the new spec file actually. Okay. Maybe like here. Well, let's download the package. And extract that. And take a peek at the new spec file in there. Okay. So we see the ID, we see the license, a description, release notes, dependencies. But those are all one-time dependencies. Those are not analyzer dependencies. So I don't think creating our own newspec file we wouldn't know how to do that, actually. They actually don't list, okay, the newspec file doesn't list just the DLLs that need to be there and that we have the right dependency. Sorry, on the one comment got blocked. I meant any file to a custom location in the package. Message receives project got blocked. Yeah, I think if you have any paths like HTML or directories, any slashes, I think this just gets blocked. Yeah. Not sure what you mean. This doesn't seem to work. Running out of ideas. oh, there was something. Include package path your target location.
Okay.
So we include, because that seems to work. Or does it? Maybe pack is true and package path is the location. Yes. Maybe check what's in the item group. Yeah, fair point. Okay, so let's take a peek. Let's build it one more time. And let's actually inspect the DLLs again. If these get created correctly. We have analyzer project build info. Oops, there we go. Analyzer project build info files. So those are here. Let's check. So we have here our output paths. Those are, okay, maybe let's clear all of these Roslyns. Let's build a new. Now we get 4.3, 4.4, and 4.11. Cool. And if we take a look at the 4.3, here is the, let's check in .NET Peak. Let's load that assembly. And the reference, although it's the 4.3 one that we loaded, it's actually the 4.4 dependency that we have. Which isn't fun. So it seems to be always 4.4. If we look at the other ones, 4.4, well, 4.4 should be 4.4, right? And what about 4.11? It's also 4.4. So yeah, I guess there is something wrong with, well, we check the bin logs. They seem to, well, at least we set the Roslyn version here, but maybe it doesn't get overwritten properly. Let's take a look at, did we make some changes in the meantime? Not sure, because this was an older bin log. Let's refresh that. Pack analyzers. And we should see 3MS builds. this helpful? No. That's just the source. Okay. And we get one MS build with 4.0. So it looks good from this perspective, but it seems that the first one sets it, and then the other ones don't get overwritten. That's the feeling that I have. And because we do a restore in the build, but then for the subsequent ones, we kind of restore they do a restore. Not sure what we could detect from the outputs. Running out of ideas.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit magic. It's a bit weird. And the funny thing is, I actually thought this would work out of the box because the folders and everything are being created correctly 3 times, 3 different versions. So somehow, like for that, this kind of mechanism works. But then further down it doesn't. So somewhere we set it correctly. That's what we did last time as well. And then somewhere we don't, right?
It seems. So,
can we like cheat? Like, is there anybody else building something similar? Can we look at their stuff? Can we look at example code?
Well, there was always grep.app where we could say, hey, where is MS build tasks being used?
Yeah.
Maybe look in XML files. And maybe something that is .NET something. And so I guess, yeah, properties. And so projects and properties. Test project properties. Yeah, maybe the feeling that I have, but I'm not really sure. Maybe there's an issue. No, but we see in the output that this actually gets as a parameter.
Yeah.
This does get in as a parameter. So it seems to be set in the property, but then this doesn't get really overwritten. After it's being set once.
Okay. But where is the maybe can we split it up? Can we split the properties, set them, do the like smaller increments, or I don't know, or where do we see? So because this has to run 3 times, right, for 3 different versions, or there's some
depending on how often, which multi-targeting, depending on how many Roslyn versions. Currently 3 times, yeah.
But it only ever takes the first one.
No, well, actually, it seems to be setting it.
Yeah.
Because we see in the MS build that it actually, we have the property 2431, but something wrong with the restore or something, that it's still the 4.0 used.
Okay. So no, I don't actually know.
Do we have something?
Yeah.
Maybe we do have something cached somewhere. Maybe let's clean all of the intermediate output files that we have lying around, if there are
Good
any.
idea.
And just,
Yep.
yeah, let's be gone. But it would surprise me. But who knows? Let's find out.
Who knows?
Oh, no, it fails.
Oh. Wow. Okay. What's the problem?
Okay, now I can't find anything.
Huh?
Oh, because a
deleted too much.
.NET pack, well, a .NET pack should including a .NET build, right? Usually. Package release.
Yep.
No, still all four. Oh, wait a second. Is it the last one that? It's not the first one that wins. Is it the? No, wait a second. 4.4 wins. What's not 4.4? Is this the one that we said first?
That's the first one. Yeah, I think.
Didn't we observe? Oh yeah,
well,
that's the
let's
first
check.
one. Yeah, you're right. Well, maybe coming back to sabotage undiscovered, check what's in the item group. Maybe there is. Is there maybe something wrong with the output directories? So we do have the build outputs. We have bin Roslyn 4.4 DLL, 4.11 DLL, and the same for the. No, where's actually the OBJs? Maybe there's something off. Let's see. If we go to artifacts in OBJ, well, we do have these as well. Is there something that we can spot in the OBJs maybe? Not sure. If we pull in this project, oops, wrong tool. If we pull in this DLL from the 0.3, that's now from the OBJ, so the intermediate output. Oh, that's already 4.4 as well. Assets cache. No idea what that is. Oops. Oh, is this binary? Oh, yeah, that seems to be some binary file.
Ooh.
Well.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking, like, what are our options? And I'm not sure if we seem well out of ideas.
Yeah.
And we seem like we still have quite a way to go. So is this something that we could create an issue for and do another time and do something else?
I suppose we will. There's one final thing I would like to give a try. First of all, what's that? Oh, is this analyze a pack reference? I mean, it's just an item group. Does it list? Oh, linked folder. We're going to delete the linked folder. How did we do a linked folder? doesn't really say anything here. What happens if I remove this now? Is this coming from this analyzer reference? Oh, interesting. If I just have anything, if I just have any item group, okay, that kind of seems to linked folder well, but not sure if this could be a problem. Well, we could go back to what we had in the beginning, maybe. The project reference that uses, because we made some changes, maybe let's try that again. What we had in the beginning.
Yep.
Then I would like to try some hard coding. If that doesn't work either, oh, now we have some other problems. Maybe we can, let's try some hard coding.
Yeah, enough soft coding.
Try to invoke this MS build 3 times.
Yep.
How can we get the analyzer project? Because the analyzer project, well, we only have one analyzer project really. So what if we, wait a second, how does this, because the target is included here, so I think the same path should work. So if we were hard coding this to that path, and we said Roslyn version was 4.3.1, we move the condition and would be doing this 3 times. 4.4.0 and 11.0.
1. Yeah.
What will happen now?
Let's find out. Oh.
Build, analysis. Just wondering, does the build already fail?
Mm.
And then let's run it again. No. Failed, but why? Project file item includes reference which depends on or have a unified code analysis. There's a conflict between Microsoft Code Analysis 4.1.0 and Microsoft Code Analysis 4.11.0. Oh, 4.1.0. The 4.1.0 is the one that we basically have as a fallback.
Yeah.
Why this doesn't work anymore, I don't know. But it actually does build. Maybe it's just wider displaying. But seems to be just wider. I guess that's here our fallback, 4.1.0. So does hard coding not work? No, that surprises me. Or do we have a mistake there in the properties that oops, sorry, it's the wrong targets, this one. If we just ms build 3 times with the Roslyn version being quite no, it doesn't seem to take the Roslyn version at all. Let's see. What's that bin log?
Yeah.
Because this one should show the errors as well. Just closing down some open apps. I have so many. There we go. bin log. Okay, with an error. There we go. Resolve package assets. Asset file does have a target for .NET 9. Ensure that restore has run and that you have included .NET 9 target framework in your project. This comes from, yeah, so we call MS build. No, wait a second. We have project references. Oh no, this is not, our task doesn't even get executed, does it? Pack analyzers. Oh no, it does. But the error is later, dispatch to inner builds. But the packing itself, or our target, is using, well, MS build is now called 6 times. Why is it 6 times now? It should be 3 times, shouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We called build and restore 2 times each. But why is that? When we have in the target, well, we do have MS build now 3 times, but we have it 3 times with a single project. Oh, do we still have some? Oh, maybe because we still have the percent here. That may be the problem. So this should be slash Roslyn, what's that? 4.3.1. No, actually 4.3. This should be Roslyn, what's that? 440, so that's Roslyn 4.4. And this one is 411.0, so that's Roslyn 4.4, 11. Okay, cool. Now with that out of the way.
Yep.
Still a problem.
Yep.
Taking a peek at a bin log again. Okay, well, but this happens earlier. Our pack analyzers task does one, but again 6 times. But do we still have a variable in there that kind of does some batching in the hardcore? Oh yeah, we still have, oh yeah, same thing again, my bad. That's the amazing thing about hard coding, isn't it? Oops. And 4.11. Oops. Okay, now there shouldn't be any percentages, any adds anymore, so we don't do batching or multi-one. Now it should be only one 3 times. And our pack analyzers target is indeed one just 3 times. Once with, kind of looks the same as we had earlier, right? The properties 4.0, 4.3.1, and then here should be a 4.11. We have the targets restore and build, and we have what am I thinking about? Oh yeah, the output. So let's take a look at the actual output directories. These are in Oh, okay, this doesn't work because we don't batch them anymore. But if we take a look at our, I think that's the last thing that we try, and then we move on. Going to our artifacts. Bin test package. Maybe let's kill these 3 directories again. Let's do a last time. Let's see if those have the right references. Well, I would be surprised if they do, because in the bin log, it didn't look that the hard-coded version differs actually from the dynamically evaluated version. And we have 4.3.0 in Roslyn 4.11. Yeah. Interestingly, it's now, it's still, we now have a different order. It's still the first one that wins. So, yeah. So we can't really remove this property. There is one thing that I have a bit of a déjà vu in the MS build task. Where's the MS build task? This one. There is something that we can set. We can set remove properties, but I think then the entire Roslyn version would be gone. So, yeah, I'm quite out of ideas. The one thing is, maybe there's another target that we need to invoke.
Namely?
I don't know. If we take a look at the actual project that is being built, so the test, wait a second, the test project, because when we do, let's see, if we just have if we have this test package, but we don't include our custom target here, and we just do a .NET pack on there. So what does a regular .NET pack do? And it seems to do, the restore and a pack. And those are those targets that we actually invoke. So yeah, I wouldn't know what other target to may needs invoking. Well, the first one works, but the other ones don't get overwritten. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's what happens sometimes.
I was wondering if we should go ahead and still write the test.
Yeah,
the test.
let's do it.
And maybe then after a break, come back and see if we have another idea to give it a try.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
So yeah, I think last time we also started writing a test. But this quite didn't work. We then gave up and now came back with a fresher mind, because I think there's a problem with the wait for exit. And what instead we need to do is we need to ask the process when it has exited, yeah. And we could have a task completion source that is process exited that we set when the process is exited. Set success. Wait a second. What do the args yield? They just yield nothing. Okay, then we just say set result. And then we await, instead of wait for exit here, we then say process dot task dot await. Wait a second, that's the exited. Yeah. Then we await this task at which this process should have exited. But maybe we also want to do a timeout. I think, does the task completion source also allow a timeout set? Does it? Well, we could say task dot wait async, and I think this allows an optional timeout. Time span dot from seconds, let's say 10 seconds. And yeah, so this may time out. Does this have a result? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. And can we actually find out whether the timeout was hit? Well, anyway, we can then kill the process and then check the exit code and see how it's going on. I'm wondering if this is working better. Although this may fail because .NET Framework 4.8, yeah, .NET Framework 4.8 doesn't have a non-generic task completion source, and also it doesn't have the wait async. How can we change a task? How do we do a timeout? Asynchronous timeout. Where we could have a cancellation token source that now has the timeout. And but how do we pass this to this task? Well, we could say a task dot when any. So when either, actually, let's make it like so. When any, either when our process exited has exited, or when we do a task dot task delay with a time span of 10 seconds. So this is now also then net framework compatible. Is it though? This needs an array. This is params. Wait a second. Task when any needs to have the same result. Task dot delay is just a task. Process exited is a generic task. Do we need to say? Should we drop .NET Framework? So .NET Framework is okay.
Why not? I sometimes feel like I'm like the evil, like, I don't know, devil on your shoulder saying, it's like, do we need this?
Yeah.
Let's be lazy.
Let's care about multi-targeting later. Let's say, let's do .NET 9 for now. And we'll keep this as a comment to come back and actually bring Net Framework. Because, yeah, we do want to test Net Framework as well. Especially when it comes to Roslyn, to support all of this, to make sure that all of this net standard is working correctly. So we should now, because now we can make it simple. We do have the non-generic task completion source, and we can also say process.task.wait with a time span delay of seconds 10. Time span from seconds 10. Cool. Okay. So now this should kind of, well, the test should fail, but which is fail, not for, not working. Well, it shouldn't, because I think last time it was kind of spinning forever,
Oh,
which it still is.
was it?
Okay, now it's timing out. Yeah, the operation has timed out. That is correct. Does it take longer than 10 seconds? I don't think so. Or is there something wrong with the exited? Because we do a .NET pack.
Yep.
Well, maybe we disable the verbosity for now. Just a .NET pack. We redirect the standard output. And when it's exited, we set the result. What if it exited immediately? Well, there is some use case that we may not be covering. Well, because then we'll be timing out. Well, I guess we need to check if it has exited already. If it has not, then we await its completion. And if we time out, so we may also do want to try catch. And if we do time out, we then want to kill the process. And we throw the exception. Okay, now this may do something, I hope. Unless we're not just running into another dead end, then it gets discouraging.
Not discouraging. Even more interesting, or it's sort of like it's kind of the tension before, like when it's gonna make it even nicer when we finally solve it.
Yeah, because it seems to time out all the time. So I'm not sure what the .NET pack is then doing. So if we time out, I guess this is when we want to, I suppose instead, then want to, kill the process, get the output and see what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe let's turn it to 10 seconds so we get the result earlier. So the .NET pack is still not working as expected. That is not so cool. Error is not compatible with .NET Framework. But we don't build .NET Framework now. Project failed to restore. Interesting. Kubernetes build.test is not compatible with .NET 4.8. Oh, well, no, it isn't. But why? What's not a thing with .NET 4.8? We don't mention the let's see what's happening. Because last time, well, we try to find the solution as a root and then go to our test package that we actually want to pack. Oh, why are we not hitting the breakpoint? There we go.
Okay.
So the path to our project, let's verify that if this is all right. Where's the view? There it is. Yes, it is. And here is our test package. And that's the thing that we want to pack. So we create our .NET pack info. And basically just one .NET pack on it. We apparently don't hit this exited. Oh, wait, it is exited already? Then what are we waiting for? Why does the test time out for 10 seconds? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does now say .NET pack failed? Okay. Oh, because... Oh, maybe this exited is indeed... Wait a sec. Oh, for this exited to work, I think there is another property we need to set.
Oh,
Something with callbacks, enable. I think there is something. Delegates. Is there? Verb shall execute username. Redirect, password, load files, file name, dialog. Oh no, or maybe there isn't. Let's check the docs. Enable raising events.
okay.
But why does this not? Oh, is this on the process? Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Now we shouldn't time out.
Okay.
Okay, so this callback was never invoked because we didn't enable raising events. Now this should get invoked.
Yes.
And yes, so we actually now don't do it for 10 seconds. Okay, just the pack fails.
Okay.
Because build.tests is not compatible. Oh, yes. I guess we shouldn't reference. Yeah, this needs to be some other project. Because we want to get, this is basically just for testing that we have another project in that gets ignored for the pack. But for our current case, that's not relevant. And then we run this now. We get, now it exceeds, okay. But maybe it takes longer than we expect because we now see a lot of output and it then just stops. So perhaps, oh, that's then more of an integration test. But yeah, well, I mean, we invoking pack and such. So this could be, I guess this is more of an integration test than it is a unit test. Where's our timeout? There's our timeout. So perhaps 30 seconds. Which I hope now this will succeed and creates the package that we can then take a look at. What does it time out again?
Yep.
It exceeded again the timeout. Well, we do get a warning.
What's the warning?
Oh no, well that's a warning we expect because we're using both Microsoft Kubernetes C# and C# workspaces, and they shouldn't be combined in one assembly. It should be two separate analyzer assemblies.
Okay.
And so those warnings are kind of expected. Yes. So it does the build, and then it does the restore, and it gets until determining project to restore. Maybe it's what we did recently with the changes. Maybe we revert this hard coding thing because apparently this didn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, it was a good try. Sometimes you learn a lot by doing that.
Come back to what we have here. Yeah. And let's see if this actually complete, because when we run it with a command line, that succeeds in 30 seconds. When we do a process start, maybe there is less, could it be that there is less threads or something involved and then it takes longer? Okay, maybe testing it like such is also not a good idea. Damn it. Oh, no, it doesn't find anything. But still, why does it not... Does it just take longer? Like if we were to say...
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
And for the rest of the show, let's just look.
Gone in 60 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, 60 seconds we can fill with stuff.
No, this troubles me. Why does it work so fast?
What just happened? What?
Okay, well,
See?
I don't know.
The timer needs to be 60 seconds. We know that now.
No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Now we need to find the directory where we find the NuGet package.
Okay.
Which will be finding in artifacts. So since we find the solution, we know this path. So we now need to navigate towards artifacts, package, release, and then is here our NuGet package.
Okay.
So would you mind now taking the wheel?
Yeah,
and
sure.
combining the path that we have here in path, maybe let's call this solution path.
Yep.
With now something that we call a package path, maybe.
Okay. Why am I starting over there? I want to come here. Okay. Package path. Oh.
Damn it.
That's not it. You thought you could take a little break, but no. I type so fast. That's how.
Yeah.
Is that the AI though? Is that because we have the AI assistant? That's not just
I believe so. I believe so. Because it sees the comment.
That was insane.
And just
classic. Maybe we should turn it off again. I mean, it makes me look really good, but
and actually let's do that. Okay, that's cool. Well, now this is did you know? Well, did you know? Well, we actually did it already. When we take a look at the NuGet package, we actually what we did is going to the NuGet package. There it is. What we did is actually just extracting it. So you can just extract it. Well, because although it's a NuPack file, it's actually just a zip file.
Okay.
So what we're not gonna do is, we're totally, now we don't have any assemblies anymore in here. That's totally, well, I'll take a look in the meantime, because we should have analyzers, at least what we had earlier, so that we can write that failing test. Anyway, what I would like you now to do is to explore, there is something called zip file, and I would like you to explore how to open this zip file, and then we
open and read and package path.
You're faster than me. Okay, cool.
Yep. I can press tab pretty quickly.
I need to give her the time. Okay, so this is now an archive.
Yep.
Now this archive has entries. Now I would like you to iterate through these entries, through all entries that start with analyzers / and end with anything .dll. Start with analyzer / and end in DLL, because those are then the things that we want to find. Okay. In the meantime, I will take a peek. Maybe I can do this off screen. The targets to at least what we had earlier, because we were in some state where we actually produced some analyzers, although they had the wrong dependency version, but then tests will show that. Do you remember how to filter?
Sorry.
Do you remember how to filter a collection?
Yeah, with link.
Oh, yes. Do you remember which method
Um,
is doing the filtering?
Sorry, I have a few small connection issues. Could you
Oh,
repeat
really?
that?
Oh,
Yeah.
do you remember which link method is doing the filtering?
Yes.
And it is?
Where?
Yes, exactly.
No.
So let's
Yes.
find those where the entry starts with a...
This?
No, you need to do this on the... Well, there is two
Sorry.
ways. You either do this on the collection. We can't do this on a single item. So something that needs to be enumerable, some collection. Or, well, we could also do if checks here and do it by ifs within the for each on the entry, whatever you prefer, link or
Yeah,
if-based
sorry.
filtering.
I couldn't hear you for
Oh, really?
last minute.
Oh, yeah, you're a
This
bit
is
laggy.
horrible. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
we have two
Always
ways.
something is there.
We could either have a where link filter here on the collection,
Let
or we do some
solve this.
if-based, filtering. Yeah, I think you are stuck again, right?
Trying to fix it.
Can you hear me now, all right?
No. Yeah, better, but the connection is still not great.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Well, in the meantime, I'll take over if you don't mind. So we need to find entries where is that the name or full name? I guess the full name starts with analyzers. I'm not sure if the case is relevant. Let's say it was.
Was all just a little what is it? Like a scheme, so I don't have to write any code. No.
Well, if it works now, I did a filter on all that starts with, and now we also need to check if it ends with .dll.
Okay, cool.
If it works for you.
Oh, if I should do that, it ends with
Yes.
DLL. If it starts with, and if DLL, then we return that.
Then we
entry. What do we do?
Store this. Oh yeah, perhaps actually let's convert this into a where. This well, then because we actually currently we only expect a single one. So let's convert this to a where, to a link-based filter, because then we can say just .single, because we expect a single one and the test will fail if there's more or none. So we can get quite terse syntax for what we want to achieve. So if you mind converting this to a link-based solution.
Sure. Let's write a comment and then let's see. No.
No.
Okay, we can do it.
Are you stuck? Are you here? Is the internet broken again? Or are you just standing still so you don't need to? I think you got...
I'm just standing really, really still so you don't see me.
Yeah.
No.
I think you got disconnected.
I don't know why though, because it usually works, and then when I'm live on a stream, it doesn't, obviously.
We should have led with the unit test, shouldn't we? I'm just combining this into a link where it starts with.
Wow.
I think you have. Oh no, you're back actually. I thought you left the session, but you could rejoin. Cool.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing wrong, I guess some parentheses. And then we could just say, so we could call this, what is that? I'm not sure what this is. This is now our analyzer. Well, it's actually our analyzer assembly. If we get the single one, this would fail if we find multiple. This would fail if we find none. And now from here, okay, now we need to go, and now we want to import this into Roslyn. So we would now, our tests also need to include, look at package, Microsoft .code analysis .c#. Do we need workspaces? No, I don't need workspace. I think we just need a compilation, right? Then C# should suffice. Do you remember how to create a compilation?
Is it not compilation create something like that?
Almost C# compilation.
C# compilation. There you go.
Could also be a Visual Basic compilation.
Could it really? C# compilation. Oops.
And there should be some create method on it, yeah.
Create.
And this now takes, I think, an assembly name, so just any string. We won't have any syntax trees, but we need a metadata reference.
Compilation name.
Yeah.
And we need, sorry, what?
Then, well, we don't have any syntax trees, so we can pass null as second argument.
Yep.
And now we need metadata references. But how do we create this assembly to a metadata reference? Let's take a look. Let's see. Well, this is actually an zip archive entry. Let's see if there is on metadata reference what create methods they have. We can create it from a file, we create it from an image, or from a stream. Well, although this zip file is on disk, we haven't really unzipped it. We're just looking at it in memory. So we could get, there should be a way to get a stream out of this zip archive entry and then pass it to the create from stream method here. I hope.
No.
Is there something?
Can't see anything.
Stream, open, read. Well, this would be actually creating a file. Maybe let's try to avoid creating more files. Maybe we can do it in memory. What kind of opens? What kind of methods are on the zip file? Entry.
Sorry, super laggy, and I can't see anything. Oh yes, okay. Can you see it as well? No.
No. Well, if I hit dot, then yes. Open returns a stream.
Woohoo!
So we can open it and then pass it to the create from stream.
Ah, but you can see what it returns. I can't see that.
Oh, you don't?
No. But it might be because it's like, I'm also, as you can see, I tabbed it and it removed a dot. So maybe I'm a little bit, maybe it has to do with my connection. Maybe it's not even the IDE's fault this time.
Not this time.
And this is stream or
stream,
analyzer assembly stream.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Analyzer assembly stream. All right. And we pass it in here. And then this is the what is this?
That's the metadata reference. And now we should be able to pass this as a collection down to the compilation.
As a collection.
Yeah, because that's an enumerable. No, you
What?
put the braces. You put the brackets around the what's it again? Collection expression.
Like this.
And then let's also create some C# compilation options.
Yes.
Because I
had those
think
quite a lot.
per default it's a console application, but let's have a library. I'm not sure if this really makes a difference, but okay. So now we have our compilation. And with that compilation, if I could write correctly, now we want to get, I think we can now use this to create a generator driver. So now let's create a C# generator driver that we now should be able to pass this compilation.
Create compilation and
unless let's take a look. Oops, sorry.
Right?
Unless I'm not okay. No, what? Oh, it takes. Wait a second. It takes. No, that's wrong. We need the source generator actually. Okay. Okay. That gets a bit tricky. So we need to get. Okay, we need to get from the compilation.
Yep.
We need to get all analyzers. No, actually all source generators. I wonder if there's the compilation is done there, right? If there is some way to get all the source generators from a compilation. Is this on a? Now I'm wondering. Oh, project that doesn't exist, right? No. Compilation dot references. No.
Try the AI trick. Get so.
You can see with analyzers. Yeah.
Come on, AI. Do it.
Does it suggest something?
No.
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 Well, we could search it manually. Maybe a bit of. I thought there was a method, was there not? To find. It's not on reference, no. To find on a compilation. Because we had this at some point, but I can't recall where we had this. Yeah. Ooh, can we do get types by metadata name? Maybe this could be an easy way to find it because, but we don't know the name of the analyzer. Well, in our case, we do because it's called source generator. So I'm wondering if this works. And this would return null, I think, if it's not found. So assert not null. And let's see how far we get. Because if this doesn't work to find the source generator type, we would need to. Okay, let's come back to that later because we actually need the type. I thought there was. Oh, maybe that's on assembly. Maybe it's on a different type. Anyway, where do we go? Oh, directory not found. Oh, is this the open file that doesn't work? Wait a second. Why do we create a file? Where do we create a file? Open read. Why does open read create a file? It says open read. Directory not found. The specified archive file name is invalid. For example, it is an unmapped drive. But the file exists. Assert true file.exists this package path. Maybe it doesn't want to open a new pack file. It will be oh, this file does not exist. Did we make a mistake here? Oh, wait a second.
Never.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. The .NET pack doesn't do anything currently. That's the problem.
Oh.
So we need to fix that briefly. I was trying to, but I couldn't figure out because it worked earlier, but now it doesn't produce anything anymore. And I'm not sure what we broke along the way. And if we can I just hit Control C until no, it works again. Well, this is what we had. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we added. Yeah. Well, we went to an analyzer pack reference, actually. Maybe that's what doesn't. Let's go back to analyzer pack reference and remove these. Let's see if that brings it back. Oh, look at package created, but it still doesn't. No, nothing works anymore.
Oops.
We broke it again. Or we broke, well, it was working, but now we broke it.
Yep. The circle of live
now the analyzers are gone again.
coding.
That's not fun. But why? We have our analyzer pack reference. I mean, what did we change? We just the configuration was in version info. Basically reverted to what we had earlier, where it was working, wasn't it? And we set the Roslyn version. Oh, maybe these are bad. Are they? No. This project is way tougher than I thought.
Yeah.
It worked. Why does it not work anymore? What did we break? We had our analyzers. Yes, and it actually does find them. We find the version, but the MS build is not doing anything anymore. Why is that? MS build, we gave in this project, as a project, the ones that we find. Yes, we find one. And we say Roslyn versions. Oh, restore is missing, but it doesn't explain. Or it doesn't do anything because build should be working. Cool. I don't know what you broke. I guess it's one last time for for binary log.
Yep.
And if we can't figure that out, maybe we call it a night. As we seem to stumble from dead end to dead end. Okay, so we get MS build executed twice. Yes, cool. Restore and build. Properties are set. due to false condition. MS build skipped due to false condition. Roslyn version was evaluated as not. Oh, wait. Ah. The task wasn't executed. Ah. Well, let's remove the condition.
Yep.
Just run this, please. Cool, and now we get warnings again. Could not find. Package metadata was restoring using. What's the .NET framework now? Messing up. Does not contain an inclusive lower bound. Include a lower bound in the dependency group. Is the Roslyn version now not set anymore? Okay, let's just hardcode the Roslyn version. Let's just go back to produce something. No.
Yeah.
And okay, let's go back to what we had in the very, very beginning.
Yes.
So semi-multi-targeting. Okay, cool. Now package gets created. And this package has no analyzers. God damn it.
Come
Why is it
on.
not contain? This is not. That's not fun. That's just a library. Where's the analyzers? How's this meme going? I don't want to play with this project anymore. That's from Toy Story, isn't it?
Is it? Which one?
Is it the first one? I don't want to play with this toy anymore. And then you just insert as a meme. I don't want to play with this whatever anymore.
Okay, got it.
Package path. What does the output say? We have our files. Oh, wait, where's the package path? Package path. Files. Why does it not list? Oh, because we don't print the package path. That's the thing. Maybe there is a problem there. Package path, analyzers.net. Oh yeah, that's wrong. Why is this not the Roslyn version? Get file name of the identity. That's Roslyn version. Yes, this should be the Roslyn version. What did we do wrong? It now seems that this intermediate output path is not working anymore. Roslyn version info. Oh wait, this was actually an at. Maybe is this the problem? And not a %. Okay. Okay. Now we may be back to. Damn it. I'm getting crazy a little bit. Just a little bit. But here are the files. Why is there nothing? I don't understand. This project is hard. I'm not just cleaning some output directories.
Yep.
In the
Sounds good.
hopes that we finally produce a package again. What we had, well, we do produce a package, but something that we had earlier, actually that includes the analyze and output, but we just started 2 hours ago with. Damn it. I mean, we say, is there another problem here with the pack? Analyzer project files. And those files are actually with the star, and there is files because I just checked it. And this is %, so that's good. And that's as well. And I don't understand why the package does not contain these anymore. Wow. I don't know.
Okay.
Because everything looks right. We create 2 projects or build 2 projects. We have those output paths.
Yeah.
We have the directory names.
Yep.
Files are the ones with star.dll that worked earlier, and you have the proper output path set to analyze.net 4.0 and 4.11, and that kind of looks all right. But now it doesn't want to add this to the package path. This was working earlier. No, it just doesn't include them anymore. Okay, one final look at the BL, and then maybe we just scribble the test, and then return to it to complete the idea, and then return to it next time. So sorry, I was interrupting.
No, absolutely not. I was interrupting, I think. But yeah, I think we must be like, I think this might also like be one of those things where we've stared at it for too long, because if it was working before, like, it has to work. There might, maybe there's something
that we kind of got blind, don't see it anymore.
Exactly. So let's, okay. Well, wait. Let me just.
Because that, well, it actually looks fine because we do add. Roslyn 4.11 build analyzers. Okay. So that looks all right. And if we take a look at if this file actually exists on disk, it does, very much so.
Okay.
So it seems to be here and pack true.
Yeah.
But then generate new spec for some reason doesn't want to edit anymore. Yeah, maybe that's. So let's just think through the test, and then we call it a day. So basically, what we needed to do is to get all source generators, then check, well, actually the single one, because we only expect one there to be.
Correct.
And then we would create. Now my auto-completion is broken as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it just my syntax highlighting? No, all gone. Okay. Yeah, that's our tooling is getting tired. Yeah. Then we need to, well, when we have the generator driver, we need to pass in this I incremental source generator. So when we have the type of the source generator, we actually create an instance of it. Now, do we need to adjust the type or the instance? No, I think not certain. We may want to create a type of an instance of it. So an instance of this incremental source generator. Now, this generator driver, we now run this generator driver, and I think it's run and update compilation or something. where we pass in the compilation that we have, and we then get an output compilation. Of this output compilation, we will now check I'm now making up some API because auto completion is gone. We will now check all the generated sources. Again, there should be just a single one of them. And this now should be, I think this is then some source text something. And this text now should basically be is equal, equal, should be equal to what we expect. And we expect something in the form of, I can't hit enter anymore.
No!
Yeah, tooling is tired.
That's
well,
weird.
I can hit enter, but it doesn't do anything. Actually, basically what we create here. So what is it, like auto-generated? Oh, no, I just can't hit return, but everything else works. And then, well, depending on the target. So, well, actually wrong, because we don't expect a single DLL here. We actually expect multiple DLLs. So single here is wrong. So instead, we would need to, for each, over all the analyzer DLLs that we find, from the path Roslyn version, there's now a way that I think that comes basically, because the string is in the form of analyzer .net / Roslyn blah blah blah, or those two version strings. So we would extract the Roslyn x.y portion. We would then do some regex or some string searching, where we now basically extract the major version, let's say 3, and the minor version, let's say 11. And then let's paste this all into the for each. And then now, depending on which Roslyn version we have, because we also want to set that constant, now expect Roslyn 3.11 or Roslyn 4.14. So we now would expect this string to contain Roslyn, just the string Roslyn, then the major version underscore the minor version.
Yeah.
And this then should be succeeding.
Awesome.
What we could also do is, since we do get the metadata reference, I'm actually not sure if we are able, of this, because an auto completion is gone, of this reference, if we can also check its dependencies. And if the dependencies actually contain, well, just doing some pseudocode here, actually contain Microsoft.codeanalysis.c# with version, just making something up, again, major.minor, to also have a unit test to see what was failing earlier, that we weren't able to create, that we always get the same dependency. We only get the first dependency in all the multi-targets, never the one that, not just the one. The one that we need, the respective one. So we would need to extract this. Then we would test both. We would first of all test that but we could also check in the .NET pack. We could also, I think with -p, you can just set a property, Roslyn version. So we could make this quite deterministic test. Roslyn versions, say we want to set 3.11, 3.11.0 and 4.14.0. then those are the two versions that we expect. So in this zip archives, we actually expect then two entries. One that is Roslyn 3.11 and one that is Roslyn 4.14. So we check that the multi-targeting works and those folders are actually created correctly from the input that we put here. We then check if the dependencies actually, well, the problem that we failed now earlier, that they do have the correct dependency, 4.0. Actually, this also needs to include the patch version. And then if the preprocessor directive is correctly set and this Roslyn multi-targeting is working also with a preprocessor directive that we, well, a preprocessor constant that we set. And if this test then turns green, then we would be good to go.
Nice. So we've got a plan.
We got a plan to pick up next time, indeed. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, I guess this is kind of the reality of live coding.
Yeah.
And kind of also the fun of it. Sometimes this sometimes it's like really, really fun, like when you debug for like hours and then we, realize it right at the end. But I still learned quite a lot. And I think it was my first time using this binary logger thingy or whatever it's called.
This one?
Yeah. So that's a big one for me. And yeah, I hope those watching from home or wherever you're watching this from also learned a thing or two, or at least enjoyed your time with us. It's always such a pleasure to have you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to one of our social media so you keep up to date with our upcoming episodes, our content, and when we're back as well. Yeah, because that's a question. That's a good question, isn't it?
It is indeed. So yeah, what we were thinking about, we're gonna go a bit of on a break for
I'm going on a little
month,
vacation.
And yeah, actually also, well, I think I need a break. Yeah. I can make use of a break. Yeah. And then we have 2-ish more months then for the end of the year. Where we definitely want to complete this story. So yeah, we were thinking about, should we do a part 3? Well, yes, because this has been an unsatisfying end. we definitely bring a part 3 with bringing this to an end. And
should we?
Then,
yeah.
No, go ahead.
We have a really, really cool project planned for next year.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to spoil it. Just
no. Okay, we don't.
Okay, yeah, we can tease
just a little teaser.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be something with Roslyn.
Wow. Who would have thought? Oh my goodness.
Big surprise. Yeah, there we go.
Big surprise. Big surprise. No, but it's actually really, really cool and hopefully super useful. As well. Because of some of the stuff that we have built is maybe a little bit niche. Well, this will also be. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything. It will be great. So please subscribe to our channels so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. And I guess we post there as well when our next one will be potentially part 3.
Yeah. So let's do part 3. Then for this year we need to do a C# 14 episode, definitely .NET 10.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I guess the rest of the year we'll be preparing for setting up then the big next project, where I think with season 2026 we'll be quite busy with that single, covering a lot of areas, but being a single larger project. And when will we be back? So we will be back around end of, what is that, October, beginning of November-ish.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. But we'll be posting on our social media when we are back with part 3 to bring this to a satisfying conclusion, hopefully.
Yes. I'll do some research in the meantime. Thank you guys so much again for joining, especially for sticking with us till the end. And can't wait to see you next time.
Until then, We'll be back.